Welcome back, ladies. Okay, today we're going to go into the importance of getting our baggage cleaned up in order to truly thrive in life. I just recorded this video and I walked inside and then realized none of it was recorded. So we're going to go right into it again and touch on why isn't it so important to get our baggage, our shit cleaned up from our past or present in order to truly create the fulfilling life that we know we're capable and worthy of. My name is Kate. I am an affair coach helping women out of affairs, out of unhealthy relationships with unavailable married men, and essentially create the freedom, the success, and fulfillment that they know they deserve in life. So wherever you're at, if you are the other woman, the mistress, the side chick, and you're going through these highs and lows of loving someone that is essentially unavailable and can't give you their full 100%, then I feel your pain. I know your pain. It's really challenging. And this is the place to be to get the wisdom, whatever it is you need, the community in order to create lasting change in your life, whether it's to leave the relationship or create the freedom in the relationship that you're trying to create, yet haven't been able to create it yet. This is the place. So we're going to dive back into why it's important to get our baggage cleaned up. Now, being on this channel in regards to affairs, it's obvious that right now you're going through a really challenging situation. And in this video specifically, we're going to talk about all baggage in general, not just the fact that you are living a double life or in a relationship with someone that is not fully available. We're going to be talking about all experiences in our life that create an energetic drain on us that we have not yet resolved. And we're going to talk about the importance of getting that cleaned up in order to truly thrive. So baggage can be anything. It can be experiences from our past that still feel triggering, traumatic. It can be an argument or a fight that we had with a family member, a friend that we never fully resolved. It could be the fact that right now you're living a double life and you don't know how to navigate that, and there's a part of you that is completely weighed down by it, yet there's a part of you that's also creating a lot of fun in this experience. This is baggage, and this baggage needs to be cleaned up if you want to create the success and freedom you deserve. So I want you to imagine a hose. Imagine there's a hose in your backyard and it's a big fat hose creating a lot of water over to an area of plants that you want to water. I want you to imagine every little experience that happens in your life that you have not fully addressed and healed from is like a kink in this hose. It's a kink in this energy, this flow, this force of life, and you kink it. So if you have a small experience, whether it's you've had a disconnection or a falling out with a friend and you've never actually addressed it, there's a little kink. If you have an experience where you weren't seeing eye to eye with someone and you haven't yet addressed it, another kink. If you did something wrong in your past and you feel so guilty and shameful of it and you actually haven't ever told a specific person about this, then it's another kink. All these things, shame, guilt, experiences in our life that we've kept a secret or we have not addressed or we had arguments, all these things are little kinks in your hose. If you're right now feeling, a lot of women feel different experiences, but if you're right now feeling a lot of shame, guilt, this secrecy, and you don't know how to move past this experience that you're in with someone that is ultimately unavailable, another massive kink in your energy flow system. And ultimately, all these kinks in our hose, our energy is our life force. It's the thing that creates us. And if we have all these kinks in our hose, then ultimately we're going to become sick. We're going to get cancer. We're going to get really tired and fatigued. We're going to lose our beautiful natural energy, our force of life, because we become depressed. Our brain fog is another thing that's very common. When the more we kink our hose, the more our brain numbs to creating changes and solving these challenges. It numbs because it's too difficult to face. So these are all things. We could get angry and emotional. We could create a lot of stress in our life. We could get acne. All these things are from kinks in our hose. And what we want to do is, if you want to create success and change in your life, ultimately it is important, it is imperative to unkink this hose so that your force of life, your energy flow can start flowing effortlessly in the direction that you want to water your plants, your life, and feed this life force. So I just want to go back to one of the things that I did when I was going through similar experience, is when I was carrying this massive burden of a secret and not knowing how to navigate this experience that I had been going through. I decided that in order to create the change, I needed to say all these affirmations. I needed to put on uplifting music. I needed to really step into the right physiology to create confidence, success, self-worth in my life, read the books, hang around empowering people. Yet at the same time, I wasn't addressing the one thing that needed to be addressed in order to actually move through the challenge that I was going through. It's so easy, guys, to address what you're going through by dealing with the symptoms instead of actually going to the root of the cause. So if you're going through different experiences in your life, whether you are in a secret relationship or whether you're just going through other unresolved things with family, friends, or other situations in the workplace, in your life, whatever it may be, if you're take a look at how you're dealing with it. Tune into, am I dealing with the surface? Am I putting out little fires instead of actually putting out the thing that's creating the big fire in my life? We want to go deep, and not just putting band-aids on our life in order to try to put out this energy drain, this kink in our life. So first thing that we want to get clear on is tune into the challenges that pop up in our mind that create stress, create emotional reaction in our body. If they create stress, rent space in our mind, or create an emotional reaction in our body, then I guarantee you that is an emotional baggage that you're carrying that needs to be resolved in order for you to fully free yourself from the thing that's holding you down. So that again is a kink. When we're looking at all the kinks in our hose, ask yourself, where am I addressing the symptom, not actually the cause? Now, in order to address the cause instead of the symptom, it can be so confronting. That often means calling someone that you do not want to call. That often means speaking to someone and having the difficult conversations that you may not want to have. It's really challenging. It often means bringing up a whole lot of emotion that you may have numbed or blocked out for so long. It can be really challenging. It can be really stressful, and it's easy to just put it off for another day. And if you do, that's totally something that we want to do in order to stay safe. It's something that's normal. Don't judge yourself for it, but know that in order to create the change that you so badly seek, we got to go deep instead of wide. So remember, in order to create the change that you want, we got to unkink this hose. If you're wanting to create success in your business, yet there's this massive thing going on in your personal life that you're not willing to confront, I assure you your business will not thrive until you get this shit, this baggage, these kinks cleaned up. So yes, it's easy to put our focus into things that deter us away from the pain or confronting what's actually necessary and needs to be confronted. Yes, it's easy. But again, where is that a distraction from going deep into the challenge that actually needs to be cleaned up in your life? Alrighty, guys, I hope that helps. It's time to get cleaning. It's time to start addressing some of the kinks that may be blocking your energy flow. When we address these kinks, suddenly, can you imagine all your hose being unkinked and the creativity, the energy that comes out of life, the health that comes out of life, your personality comes back. Life starts to become so much more colorful. Your emotions are so much more stable. That's generally the result of unkinking your hose and taking out the baggage that's been holding you down. Ultimately, we can have things that weigh us down, put bricks on our shoulders, create a burden on our life. And when we truly address it, yes, it's so scary. But when we do, oh my gosh, you can become so unstoppable. So if you're committed to thriving in life and really doing the work in order to create the success and fulfillment that you know you're worthy and capable of, then if you want to join me in the Facebook group, we go into all those things in the Facebook group. It is time to start addressing what you want to address so that you can create the success and fulfillment that you know you're worthy of in your life. So it's time to get this baggage cleaned up. It's time to start addressing those little things that you've been putting under the bed and putting over till tomorrow, save it till another day. It's time to do it now. Yes, it can be confronting, and maybe just start with some little actions, because little steps are going to get you to the big steps. That's okay, but it's time to take some small action so that you can create the big results that you know you can create in your life. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, then put them below or email me. My website is katelondon.com.au, so you can email me any questions and I can create videos on those questions. But for now, it's time to address what you have not been addressing, what is a bit too scary to confront. And I assure you, when you do that, oh my gosh, you will fly. So bye for now.